Good morning, good morning, good morning. BGM? Let's do a different BGM. Let's do this one. Yeah. And then I should play some music on repeat. I'm feeling Jamiroquai, I don't know why. You won't be able to hear it, but that's just what I feel in my heart today. Loop it. Swoop it. Okay. Love it. Okay. Are we good? Woohoo! I have tea. How am I feeling? I have a confession, okay? I have a confession. And I don't want the Vesties that are worried about my health to be mad at me, okay? Yesterday I woke up at like 6:30, 7 p.m. The first thing I did was shove that forced sandwich into my mouth, and then I ate it all, right? I ate that forced sandwich. I made myself some tea, and then I started playing Fallout New Vegas again for about 4 hours. I did not brush my teeth. I did not shower. I crammed a sandwich into my mouth, and then I played Fallout New Vegas again for 4 hours. In my defense, though, I regret nothing. And nobody can control me because I am uncontrollable. I cannot be managed. Yeah. I made a new character. Her name was Shug. Shug Knight. I made a character named Shug Knight. And she's like the opposite of Toots McShaker. Similar but opposite to Toots McShaker because she's like Toots, but instead of Shug Knight. she's like anti-Legion. She's anti-Legion. No, I didn't beat the game. I just played for like 4 or 5 hours, and I was just like, it feels good being like a violent but good character. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna pour tea, I'm gonna do my good morning, and then we're gonna chat. I think I'm gonna limit this Zatsudan to 1 hour, because I think we got another cool stream coming up tomorrow, and I want to save energy for it, right? I'm tired, but in a good way, but definitely, like, I want to finish the week strong. So I gotta rest up a little bit, right? Okay, good morning, everybody. It's your boy, your resident scholar, Vesper Noir. Resident scholar. I said again, resident scholar of the Adventures Guild Tempus, and a member of HOLOSTARS English. And we're doing a post 24-hour stream. That's done. Yeah. When you said you were gonna confess, I thought it was gonna be something worse than playing for. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I had work to do, but I was just like, nah. I'm just gonna make a new character, a character that I feel in my heart. Lork Frack, thank you for the super chat. Good morning. Is mad. Barba Bun, thank you for being a member. Ankro, thank you for the super chat. I was up until 5 a.m. finishing Dead Money. Oh my god. All right, I don't know if I could finish every DLC. I mean, if I did another 24-hour stream, I probably could. But no, even that, maybe not. Yeah. Who the hell is this guy? Yabba dabba doo. Interesting. Taco, thank you for the super chat. Me and the City Vesties, thank you for the sleepy time after this. What's interesting? Maybe I should. When was the last time I even collabed with anybody? I don't even know. Maybe I should do it more. That might be fun. IDK? My BFF Jill? I don't know. When people try to tell me not to do anything, when people try to like tell me what to do, I like have this weird tendency to do the opposite. I don't like I don't like being told what to do by people that I don't respect. Who knows? Yeah. It's really funny because spite. I'm like a tiny little spite-filled creature. He doesn't respect us. He hates us. Anyway, let's chat. It could be malice instead of spite. It's true. It's true. Being fueled by spite is the only way to live. Don't play Fortnite with Dez until 3 a.m. I'm like 60% of the way there. I think like the next time he's like the next time he sends me the like reaction image of himself with like big veiny eyes, like the 1,000-yard stare, and like a spoon peeking up above the bottom, and he just writes Fortnite period, just like a really threatening DM. It's just him with like veiny eyes and a spoon, and it says Fortnite period. I might fire it up because I've got it like installed on my computer and like ready to go. Oh man, delicious. Oh, this tea is so good. Oh, hold on. Let's catch up real quick and then we can chat. I wanted to talk today about horror games, right? Because we're playing Soma tomorrow, which was a requested game. I think it was the only requested game that was like a horror game. So it's like, all right, let's try Soma. Felix Wuff, thank you very much for the super chat. 60-hour work week. Oh my god. To play it myself, no problem. I hope you have a good time. I had a lot of fun playing that game. A lot of love. Maury, thank you for the super chat. Welcome back to the land of the living. Glad that you survived. It wasn't even that hard. I had a good time. Don't worry about it. A duck and goose, thank you for the super chat. Don't read this and stream for 1 hour. Whoops. It's too late. Rabid Mutt, thank you very much for the super chat. That's me. Certain coworkers, they ask for something and I wait or COB. Mr. Veeg, thank you very much for the super chat. Preemptive Fortnite funds. I'm not gonna buy skins. I'm not gonna buy them. I'm not like Dez. Dez is like a video game developer's dream, like wet dream. Like as soon as he installs a game, he's like, "Ooh, cash shop? Let's check it out." And then he goes to the cash shop. We're in voice chat. We're in like a chat room in Discord, like setting up the game, and he just immediately goes to the cash shop and he's just like looking for like skins and stuff like that. I am the opposite of Dez, where it's just like, no, absolutely not. A game has to give me like 20 hours of good times. In addition to being free, Fortnite is free, right? A game has to give me like 20 hours of entertainment, and then I could be like, oh man, that was a good amount of entertainment. Thank you, video game. Okay, I'll pay money. I don't go into a brand new video game ready to spend money. That's just not like what I'm about. I'm not about that, son, right? Anyway, Pilly Pillow, thank you very much for the super chat. Hello Vesper, thanks for playing Fallout New Vegas and other banger games that I love. Outer Wilds, tomorrow's Soma. 3 for 3, let's go. I can't promise that I'll always play based games, good games that people like, but my goal is to, do that. Like the games that you might not have seen for a while. Yeah. Gonna do a bit that I would donate once a week quote from Fallout New Vegas until you play it, but you beat me to it. Yeah, no need. And I'm gonna play some more next week, I think, if I recall correctly. I've got like 1 or 2 more Fallout streams on the docket, and rather than move them because I finished the base game, why not jump into... Here's the thing, I don't like Toots. I don't really like him that much. So I might get Suge Knight to like level 20 or something, and then I could just do the DLC like on a different character. I know that we made Toots McShaker together in an RP, like not RP, in an OP crafting stream. Why do I hate Toots? Can I be real? Can I be real? Because he's definitely a serial killer. Because Toots McShaker, if that's his real name, is 120% a serial killer. That's why I don't like Toots. Yes, and? Who wrote that? Who wrote and? Okay, and? Goosewalk? Ozymandias? And? Yas is just like me, for real, for real. Leo, thank you very much for the super chat. Will you play with your new character on New Vegas? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. If I can get that my new character to like level 20-ish, then I will. But that represents a fair amount of like playtime. We'll see. If I can't, it's the return of Suge Knight. If I can, yeah. Woo. Okay, Lork Frack, thank you for the super chat. Check the in-game shop first is fine. I do that too. If there's any in-game shop stuff other than skins, I'm out and I won't play the game. True. Pay to win is NG. No thank you. Wacky Warrior, thank you for the super chat. Trinity Blood, I've never read it or played it. I don't know what it is. Eddie Keiran, thank you very much for the super chat. Your Fallout New Vegas playthrough makes me want to shelve my current games for another run. Why not? You can always come back, right? It's not a time-sensitive game that you're playing, right? Why not do the dude that's like looking at the girl with the look on his face and then he's got like the girlfriend behind him? The game that you're currently playing is the girl, and then Fallout New Vegas is the girl that's like, well, you know? Why not? Why not? Ah. I'm so popular. Everybody wants me to collab. Hide user. Noir Vesper supports video game NTR. That's slander. Slander. OG has to go at his own pace. I think we got like interviews coming up next month, unless people are busy. So it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm feeling good. This is a good month for me. Like my mental health and my spirit and my soul. Like I feel shiny and smooth. Clever716, thank you very much for the super chat. Love the streams, been reigniting my passion for camping recently. Ooh, I loved hearing about your hiking camps. Was wondering if you do a stream talking about your gear setup or perhaps what the essentials are. Ooh, that might be kind of cool. Might be kind of cool. I have to like level with you. The style of camping that I usually do is bicycle touring, which is like it's packed onto a bike. And then I just like cycle off to like the mountain. I did used to backpack a little bit, a fair amount, but I haven't backpacked in a very long time. No, that's not true. I backpacked what? 4 months ago? Something like that? 3-4 months ago? I don't even know if that counts though. It was like off season, not that far in, like a 4-mile hike or something. Yeah. Meta, thank you very much for the super chat. The best games are the ones that you spend $60 or less for and get 1,000 hours. Yes! Yes, for me, that's Fallout. I bought Fallout for... Did I buy it at launch? I don't remember. I don't think I bought Fallout at launch. I think... Do I recall correctly? Like, was there, like, no advertising for New Vegas at all? I think I missed it, because there was, like, literally no advertising for it. And I was like, what? A new Fallout? What? People are saying it's got the feel of, like, the old school stuff? What? Okay, I'll buy it. I mean, like, Fallout 3 was, like, heavily advertised. You guys remember? On the run-up to Fallout 3, it was, like, advertisement bombs. Everybody knew that it was coming out. And it was on, like, every console. It was... So, like, I jumped on 3 at launch. Yeah. And then there was, like, nothing for New Vegas. I had no idea that it dropped. And then when I found out, I immediately bought it. And I was like, oh, this is, like, one of the best Fallout games ever made. Just Go Pan, thank you very much for the super chat. Fired up for New Vegas again. With stability mods because of the streams. It's good to be back in the wasteland. It is. Anya Carlson, thank you very much for the super chat. Unbothered, moisturized, happy, in his lane, focused, flourishing. I'm feeling good. No, we shouldn't talk about it. There is a third party not sanctioned by the developers patch that connects the world of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like a train. It's like a high-speed train / monorail where you could go from the Capital Wasteland to the Mojave Wasteland. And that's a great one. That's a great third-party, not developer-sanctioned patch. Great one. 10 out of 10. Watoto, welcome back. Thank you for the super chat. Vesper proceeds to murder... Hey! Wait. Vesper proceeds to murder an entire village and then tells the officers, what? I'm just roleplaying my OC. It was just a bit. If I play 48 hours of New Vegas as Toots, that might happen. That might happen. Yeah. Ah, delicious. Role playing a little bit too hard. I really am addicted, Lev. It's so good. New Vegas is just a good game. Like I said, there's plenty of great Western RPGs, right? WRPGs. But New Vegas is the most, like, just based on the way that the game flows and plays, is the most roleplay friendly. Because the plot doesn't require you to be like a big damn hero. You're literally just a mailman, a courier, right? So you could insert almost any type of character into it, and the game doesn't force you to, like, except in like one or two places, like, it doesn't force you to, like, put the lore that you have in your head as you're playing, like, to the side. It's so good. I urge you to, like, play it and then make a character that you can invest yourself in, and then thrust that character into the world of the Mojave Wasteland, and then just go. Hey, Grandpa, do you like 40K? I love 40K. Love it. I have never played a single game of 40K, like the tabletop game, the with the miniatures. I've never played a single game, but I've watched maybe like 50 hours of it being played. Because I had a friend in high school that loved it, and he came from a pretty wealthy family, so like he had his own like he had a whole bunch of figs, like the miniatures, they were like crazy expensive. Yeah. I was his assistant, and I would help him like unpack and then repack his miniatures, And then, like, if he went to go to the bathroom or something, I would keep an eye out at his table, so make sure nobody tried to, like, swipe his stuff. I think, like, across, like, 2 or 3 years of me, like, hanging out with him and helping him with his stuff, only one person tried to steal, like, one of his miniatures. Yeah. I was a caddy, exactly. Except a caddy, for those of you that don't know this, a caddy is not just, like, carrying your clubs. A caddy usually has more knowledge of the course that you're playing than you do. Even if you're a pro, even if you're like literally like Bryson DeChambeau, like the caddy usually knows more about the course than the pro does. And the caddy tells the pro, oh, it's gonna break a little bit. Like it doesn't look that way from where we're standing, but it's gonna break to the right a little bit. So just keep that in mind. That's why caddies are so expensive to hire. A good caddy is like insanely expensive. A good caddy is a luxury that few can afford. Felix Wuff, thank you very much for the super chat. When Fallout New Vegas came out, there was a new law passed in Germany that forbid any video game commercials on TV, so you just had to know. Lork Frack, thank you very much for the super chat. Grandfather Nurgle or Corpse Emperor, who's the best Chaos God? I've been in kind of a Blood God mood, right? I'm in kind of a corn mood. I feel like Toots would be like, Corn up! Corn up. Ew. Ew. We're moving on. Rising Fog, thank you for the super chat. So we're only talking about a few fakes in the end, right? Right. Jay Sunday, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi Gramps, as a guy that grew up with Fallout 4 and Skyrim, I couldn't get into the game's pre-Oblivion. It's nice to see people play the classics. Yeah! Skyrim? Should I play Skyrim? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm gonna like... I think I'm gonna commit like once a month. I will try to do like a 24-hour stream, just cuz why not? Shaco from League of Legends. Good morning. A good caddy will take care of the Wiggler for you. You remember the stream. You remember. Dez is getting like absolutely bodied by the Wiggler, and then myself as his caddy, I just pull a crowbar out of the bag and just go to the bathroom. And I come back and it's like, oh no, the Wiggler dropped out? Ooh. Maybe you should have been more careful. IDK? Maybe the 10 iron. The pitching wedge is sometimes called a 10 iron. The pitching wedge is sometimes called a 10 iron. There is a style of golfing that I don't know much about, but I think it would be like really funny. There's like people that play with like old clubs only. I forgot what it's called. I watched a video on it, and they can only wear like old clothing that's like made out of wool. And then the golf clubs that they use are like wooden club and then like wooden shaft. And then the irons are like, they got weird names called like what are the names? They're like Blick or something like that. Weird. Golf LARPing, exactly. Caveman golf. Boomer golf. Not even boomer golf. It's like a boomer's grandpa golf. That's how old it is. Oh, I'm gonna need more tea soon. Kizuhara Kiyoya, thank you very much for the super chat. Also, an update on the coworkers asking what I was listening to. I told them I was listening to a funny scholar brainstorm amazing ideas for a big audience. The lube was not mentioned. We don't speak of the lube. We don't speak of it. I have no idea what anybody... I'm just a normal functioning member of society, and there's nothing anybody could do to prove otherwise. And if they can do something to prove otherwise, we'll take care of them. We have some mail to deliver to them. Mail delivery? That's Dingo. Thank you for the super chat. For UV for the UV god. Good stuff, good stuff. D-Jin, thank you very much for the super chat. Your 24-hour stream got me through my own hard grind on my projects. Thank you for the chaos. No problem. Happy to do it, happy to do it. It like literally is like a dream job though, right? If you were to tell me like 10 years ago, was it like 10 or 11 years ago? It was a long time ago when I was playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time and I'm like completely addicted and I'm like ditching class to go. If you were to tell me like one day you're gonna get paid to play this game, I would just be like, get out of here. Get out of here. I have an exam to fail because I'm playing this game instead of studying. Get out of here. Xanard, is it your birthday? Spitefully celebrating my birthday today, Vesper. Wishing you and all the besties the best. Continue being awesome. Xanard, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. You made it. Rain Spectre, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi Vesper, how are you? An idea for a D&D character. A Beastmaster Ranger, probably, that commands an army of man-sized pigeons, yes or no? Where would you find the man-sized pigeons? I'm all for it, but that relies on you to like work with your DM, right? What if the DM is like, I don't think that exists in our world. Seems like a Ravenloft thing, yeah. No sound, don't live underground. Ghost Reaper, thank you very much for the super chat. Yes, of course, a functioning member of society with a spear. I would argue that that makes me more functional than the average member. Right? That functionality. The utility. I wish I was a kid, kind of, and I live with my brother again, and then my brother could be like, ah, man, my back itches. Can you give me something to like, can you give me like a back scratcher? And then I give him this spear. Just, I want to see like the reaction on his face. I don't know. I don't know. Darja IBW, thank you very much for the super chat. If someone told you that you'd be getting paid to play it 10 years ago, you would have dropped out. That might be true. That might be true. Infi, thank you very much for the super chat. Is D&D still on the table? Of course. Of course. Love the last arc. Still working. Actually, like, I'm building way too much lore for my D&D world that I built for the boys. Just way too much lore. And I'm not gonna cram it down their throats either. Like, it's gonna be like in the background. Maybe some of it'll come out. Maybe they'll be curious, but probably not because they'll be busy trying to like, they'll be tootsing it up, you know? There's mail to deliver. And it's just like, okay. Okay. Okay, I need more tea. I'll be right back, okay? Just a second. Just a second. I'll be right back, okay? I'm back. I'm back. I did not fall asleep. Get out of here, you stupid wild boars. Scatter. Vesties assemble. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Matthew, thank you for the super chat. Vesper with his functional boar spear and a bloody bag full of door hinges. Where did the blood come from? Do not ask her. You will find out. If you ask, it's just like, ooh, I think I got some mail for you. Come here. Come here. I think I have some mail for you. We're adding that. We're adding that to the lore of Vesper Noir. Delivering mail is a euphemism for manslaughter. Perhaps. Yuki Tempest, thank you very much for the super chat. They have no proof against me. I'm a normal human being, he says, while still having his entire YouTube channel public. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think if you were to go back through my past streams and videos that I've made, that I'm actually quite mature, a little bit reserved. Just a kind and low-key individual. I don't know, even in the first month, it was kind of weird. Loading, not unhinged. What am I gonna do, right? It was gonna come out eventually. Don't worry about it. What happened to that guy anyway? Pastelcon, thank you very much for the super chat. Sup, Vesper? Can't wait to see you in the city that Fallout 4 takes place. Excited to be at a con as a guest. Little nervous? More than a little nervous, but I think it's good for me. I think it's good for me. You like tight moon stuff. No way you're normal. Yeah, kinda. I like Tsukihime better. Like the visual novel. I like Tsukihime better than Fate, though. And like, the art for Tsukihime looks like it was done with like marker. But it's still like good. Sugma Hime? No, I got Sugma. No. Handshaking with Vesper Noir. I heard that Flay likes Melty Blood and he can actually play it. I can't play it. I would get absolutely destroyed. Mirage, thank you for the super chat. Will you be busting out your Soldier Boy sample during the con? Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't make me do that. Hopefully. We need a I survive another Vesper stream golden star. You just have a gajillion of them on. Yeah. Come on, come on. You! You! Okay. Didn't I do like a Little John bit in Outer Wilds? Didn't I do like a Little John bit in Outer Wilds? I don't even listen. I don't even listen to Little John. I just know that bit from from a comedian. When you gonna land on the sun station? I already landed on it. Have you seen the Soldier Boy animation? I have. It was beautiful. Like Kamakama, I think? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Little John, yes. Alright, bye. Slides out of frame. Okay, pour the tea. Ooh, delicious. So good and so tasty. What if I just played like Fallout New Vegas right now? No. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta rest. We were talking about horror games, right? Soma is like universally like I don't think any like even if Soma is not in your top 5 like horror games, if you've played it, it seems like everybody's like that's a banger, that's a good one, right? Even people that don't put Soma in their top 5 horror games would always just be like universally that's worth a watch. That's a good game. Yeah. I'm gonna finish that in one sitting. Are you guys ready for that? Somebody told me that it's about 8 to 12 hours. Is that true? Somebody told me that it's about like 8 to 12 hours. I'm gonna do that in one sitting. About new technology. Oh, we'll take bathroom breaks. We definitely will. Actual mad lad. I don't think it'll take that long. I mean, it's done when it's done. It's done when it's done. I beat it in about 10 hours. Perfect. Perfect. But Archivist, you might be like more cracked than I am at video games. Did you watch me play Fallout New Vegas? The game where like I forgot that you could fast travel, which is like a key element to like any type of like Western RPG is the fast travel. And it's like, oh yeah, you can fast travel. You don't need to walk everywhere. So if Archivist can finish it in 10, I could probably finish it in 12, I'm thinking. What do you know about Soma? Nothing. Literally nothing. Is it I think it's a game that Markiplier played like a decade ago. Not a decade, like 6 years ago or something. Markiplier played it a long time ago and I watched a little bit of it. I watched somebody play like a tiny bit of it. Excellent. It's better to go in blind. Yep. Fallout 76 makes you pay for fast travel. I was like, wow, when I tried it the other day. Can you imagine if you had to pay like a real life dollar to fast travel in 76? I wouldn't even be mad. I would just be like, wow. Immersive gameplay. Don't give them any ideas. At this point, I don't know if it would be fun to watch me play a horror game. So this Soma's going to be my test run, right? And if I look back at it and be like, that was worth a Vesti's time to watch, that was good, I will add horror games into the rotation, but I don't know if it'll be fun to watch. I do get scared, Sushi. I do. But I don't think I verbalize it the normal way. I don't think I verbalize my fear the normal way. Well, I mean, can we be like... I personally think out of Tempus, I think Axel is probably the most entertaining to watch. Because the thing is, you have to have a balance, right? You can't be too scared. Because then you feel bad for your streamer, right? I think Dez is like really entertaining, but I feel bad. If watching him like play... Oh no, another spammer. I guess I just have to do like another month of my social battery recharging. Oh no. Another month. Ooh woo. And then the other spammer that's like, don't collab with the other side. Don't collab with the other. Oh no. A Monopoly rematch? Ooh woo. A Monopoly rematch? I wish I could smile coyly. Boomer versus Zoomer 2? Ooh woo. Just make everybody mad. I want to be the cat with the 9 knives like pointed towards it. I want to be the cat with the 9 knives that are pointed towards it, and it's just smiling. It's just like, you're not going to do anything. I know you're not going to do anything. You're powerless. You can't control me because I'm a cat. I'm superior to you in every way. They can't control me. I am uncontrollable. What was I talking about? Ah, horror games. Yeah. Delicious. Sanders, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Vesper Nora, can you do a collab with Noir Vesper? I had an idea for that. But it was too hard. I actually like recorded. I actually did a lot of the groundwork, and I recorded what I thought I needed to do, and then I tried it, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is bad. I'm not gonna do that. It was after I finished the original round of interviews, and it's like, I should do an interview with Vesper Noir. So I recorded myself to the left, and then I was saying stuff, and then it was just like, and then like I would be live playing a video of me like talking, and then I would talk to myself, and it would just be like I'm like recording an interview with myself, but it was too like awkward and weird, and I couldn't get it to feel natural, and it was like, it was pretty cringe, so I didn't do that. It was pretty cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It was pretty cringe. Maybe I could release it as like a, because I did like, did I save the recording? I might have deleted. I think I have the original like interview that the video that I would play, right? But I think I deleted the recording of me like trying to do that. Yeah. Andres Viagra, thank you very much for the super chat. 400 mag coins for the lad. Thank you very much. OE, thank you very much for the super chat. Vesper is that jester climbing the wall, antagonizing the dogs in the face. Ah, delicious. That's me. Dr. Wawi, thank you for the super chat. Just get one of the boys to steal your skin 5 head. It would just be good if it was like very clearly both me, right? Ah. This guy, thank you very much for the super chat. Are you doing your part? Are you ready to crush some bugs? Timmy sure is. Let's become Starship Troopers. Come on, you apes! You want to live forever? It's afraid. It's afraid. Oh my god. A bit where Dez is like, he's got his hand on the head of like a tied up gigantic Magmite, like the big like slug bug, right? It's like Dez is like the psychic dude, and he's got his hand pressed up against like a gigantic Magmite. It's like, it's afraid. It's afraid. Oh, that would be so good. Marty Panzer, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vest, I have a confession to make. I played along New Vegas the first 4 hours and I had to leave. I'll make sure to only play while watching the VOD. Thank you, Marty. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Alexander Katala, thank you very much for the super chat. Hot Sauce Challenge with the other Tempest boys went, we'd have to meet up, right? Like it has to be in person. IDK, IDK. Senor Mitz, thank you very much for the super chat. Just borrow one of Magni's Vesper clones to do the interview easy. But then I'd have to like dispose of it afterwards, right? You guys don't know like what's going on behind the scenes. There's like a protocol for tofu clone disposal, and it's like not great. The protocol for like disposal of those like little is, I don't know how I feel about it. We'll adopt it. No, like it specifically says that you can't let it go into the wild because if you don't, yeah. Eventually they get big enough. Eventually they get big enough. Eventually they get big enough and then they're like indistinguishable from me. Or like any other person that he decides to clone. That's why you have to keep them in the jar. They're like a goldfish, right? If you let them out of the jar, they will gradually grow until they reach like, quote unquote, standard size. What is standard size? Good question. Jort's Fortitude, thank you very much for the super chat. I could see you having a council of Vespers. Like you're not similar to either Rick Sanchez or Reed Richards in any other way, but I think you're having an entire bureaucracy planet of other used tracks. What would I do in that situation? Ooh-wee. Beguiling Bear, thank you very much for the super chat. Vesper interviewing Vesper, but it's like Smeagol conversing with Golem. Oh, that would be so good. The Council of Vespers. How would I interact with myself? Let me think. That's like schizophrenia, but with extra steps. The Bocce Council. He hates us, Precious. He hates us. Okay, hold on. Imagine a regular Germa stream. The Arugula Council. I like the idea of Ariaga, Ariaga 2, Bariaga, Arugula, and Pizzozza having a council, right? Vesper 985. Oh my god. We're talking about horror games. We're talking about horror games. Come on. Let's get back on topic. I know it's been an hour, but I'm gonna keep going because I don't care. Tech, thank you very much for super chat. Could ask a friend or a staff member to interview you, then voice over the interviewer part of you when you edit the video. Yeah, it ended up taking a lot of work, and I think that was when I was still like going hard, and I was streaming like twice a day in the morning and in the evening. So I was just like, it's not up to the quality that I want. Matthew, thank you for the super chat once again. Standard size clones is why someone has to deliver the mail like a replicant hunter. Keep texturing your keep your texturing sack handy. What is a texturing sack? The lore deepens and it's like spiraled out of my control. The lore deepens and it's spiraled way out of control. What is a texturing sack? What is it? It's like that scene in Reservoir Dogs, right? Dags. It's the scene in Reservoir Dogs, right? But then Matthew has like a sack full of like gunpowder, and then like music is playing, and then he's like dusting a dude with like gunpowder. Reservoir Dads! That's such a good parody. Well cooled. Reservoir Max! That's so good. Serinuma Tomoko, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Vesgramps, this is my first time sending you a super chat. Anyways, every time I hear you mentioning social batter, it reminds me of Oreki from Hyoka. Hyoka's good. Basically, yeah. Oreki just like us for real, for real. Let's go. Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame. Clock Tower. Clock Tower. I think most of my like horror game experience is console, not video, not PC. I play Fear. Does Doom count? Is Doom a horror game? I don't know. Archhelist, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vesper, have you seen the new Starship Troopers game? There's a new one. It's a co-op game where you fight off the bug. What? Why is there a new Starship Troopers game in this year of our mag 2023? What happened? Why? Why is there a new Starship Troopers game in 2023? I'm for it. I'm just confused. You know what? I shouldn't be surprised. That new Evil Dead game that came out, I heard is like pretty good. And it's like Evil Dead. That's even older, right? Super Saiyan Zexio, thank you very much for the super chat. Since you mentioned Markiplier and Soma earlier, would you ever be interested in taking on the Five Nights at Freddy's series? That's one of the games that I was looking at, actually. That was one of the finalists for like the first horror game that I could play. But I think the original like Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is like pretty short, right? I think I read somewhere that you could beat that game in like 2 hours. So it's just like, a little short. That's a little short. Yeah. No, not Five Nights at Freddy's, please. Why not? All right, Fallout Man V21. Why not? If you can give me a good reason, then I won't. Do it. 2 hours if you're good. If you're real good, it's quick. It's overstreamed. It's cringe. Up to you. It's reverse psychology. It's been done to death. True. True. Five Nights at Freddy's fandom is a bit cringe. Yeah, but like, so is the Rick and Morty fan base, and I still love Rick and Morty. As a rule, I never really engage with fandom. As a rule, I never really engage with fandom. I just like enjoy the things that I like in a vacuum. And it like keeps me like pure and squeaky clean, right? He hates us. I don't hate you, okay? I don't hate you. Could you imagine, like, I like, it's like 80% of me being like, oh, I'm gonna get bonked. Oh, my manager's gonna beat me up. Like, that's a bit. You guys know that, right? Like, 80% of that is a bit. If I try to like directly engage with fans through like Discord or whatever, anything more than like Twitter or like YouTube community posts, I would like actually get bonked. I would just be like, don't freaking do that, idiot. You're gonna get kidnapped and murdered. You imbecile. He tolerates us. And I agree. I agree with that 100%. He knows too much. He hates us. Come on, we would only kidnap you a little. I'm just imagining I wake up and I'm like missing a finger. And it's like, I want you to keep streaming. I don't want to like kidnap all of you. Just like a little bit. Just a tiny bit. -1 UV. Or it would be like a Candy Mountain situation. It would be like a Candy Mountain situation where like I wake up in my bed and it's like, oh damn it, the Vestie stole my kidneys again. Do you know how expensive it is to get another one installed? Ah, damn it. And it's like, sorry guys. Another hiatus. Like, I just gotta get another kidney installed because you children, you absolute children, keep stealing my kidney while I'm asleep. The most devilish lick. Knife. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hard to swallow pill. Every fandom is cringe from the outside. True. True. It's more of an issue of like, if you get a group of 100 people together, I think like 10 might be the maximum. This is like a theory that I have, right? If you get 10 people together, that might be like the maximum amount where you could like reasonably believe that like all 10 are going to be cool, right? Yeah. And then if you get like 20, then it's like a pretty high chance that like one of them is going to be like not well adjusted, right? And then if you get 100 people together, like it's almost certain that like one of them is going to be like not well adjusted. And then if you get 1,000 people, it's like, ah, okay. And then I think like when you hit 1,000, that group of like not well adjusted people is going to be big enough to form its own like subgroup, right? And then they'll start like feeding on each other's energy and get more and more like riled up, right? Yeah. Tech, thank you for the super chat. How do you know this is not an escape? It's not. It's not. La 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 la, I can't hear you. Adajobi, thank you very much for the super chat. Y'all are playing Uno, huh? Got any interested punishment games lined up? Couldn't tell you. I'm not planning on losing anymore. I'm definitely gonna lose. Ruben Ibarra, thank you very much for the super chat. We can treat a little felony as a treat. Exactly. Genwin, thank you for the super chat. Just a bit of your hair. I mean, hair's better than finger, right? That's just effed up. Crimson DX, thank you very much for the super chat. You've already woken up stabbed without realizing, so a finger missing isn't too much. That's actually kind of true. Kind of true. Oh no, I lost the game again. Damn it. Jim, thank you for the super chat. Agreed. The larger the community, the lowest common denominator can only go lower. Shaco, thank you again for the super chat. Vesper. Yeah. Vesper! You son of a bitch. How's the new kidney doing? And then we do like the, right? He's like, what's the matter? Cover got you pushing too many pencils? Cover got you pushing too many pencils. Lucha Dandy, thank you very much for the super chat. Mainly asking because I'm curious, what kind of voice do you see as Vesti's having? I was thinking of having a Yoshi voice. Yoshi! Like that? Huh. That's a good question. I actually don't know. Yoshi! A Morty voice? Oh, jeez, Vesper, I don't know. I think Vesti is like a Morty voice. Dude, wouldn't it be funny if like you had like a crazy deep voice? Hello. Vesper, I don't think that's a good idea. He hates us. He loves us. He hates us. What's the point of going on? He hates us. Pal Pandan, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, good morning. Hey Gramps, have you heard of the music of Dankmas? Their songs are made up of Simpson sound bites. It's just hits like Dr. Zayas! Put it in H! Put it in H! Dr. Zayas is so good! I like the Burlesque House song. That might be my favorite one. Madman Demos, thank you very much for the super chat. Is that Yotsuba? Is that Yotsuba? I think it is. The one place where I felt really at home was in grassroots motorsports. Dude, that sounds so cool. I do autocross and everyone is super friendly and helpful. That sounds like, I think... Autocross sounds kind of like cyclocross. The bicycling community is full of a bunch of cringe lords. I'm gonna be real with you. I love bicycling, but it's filled with a bunch of cringe lords, right? Like across the spectrum is just like cringe, right? But the only group of bicyclists that I found to be like pretty cool overall are the cyclocross weirdos. The people that like mainly cyclocross are like pretty freaking cool. Yeah. Because you got the Ricky racers, right? Like the road racers, and they're like our nickname for like the people that want to think that they're like riding the Tour de France, but then they just have like we call them dentists, right? Like I apologize to the actual dentists that are like hanging out. We just call them that because the stereotype is that like dentists are incredibly wealthy, and they have enough money to buy like a $10,000 specialized Venge Tour de France edition. Because dentists are like cracked and they're like super rich. So like what we're basically calling those people are just like rich guys. It's like, it's a dentist. He's riding like a $10,000 bicycle. And then if like, all right, well, let's make it like self-referential, right? Let's talk about like a type of bicyclist that I am, right? I'm like, steel is real, steel is real, steel is real. 90s rigid mountain bike, like that's me, right? And then I have like the little like French cycling cap with a tiny little bill, right? And I like walk around with that. They call me, I think other bicyclists would call me a Fred. I'm a Fred. A Sheldon Brown, exactly. He hates oral care. I'm known as a Fred in the bicycling community. Just like a weirdo. But the cyclocross kids are like pretty cool. They don't hurt nobody. They just do their like crazy races where they're like sliding around in the mud. You lost me a while ago, but I'm happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. The sicko of the cycling world. Freddie and Jimmy Noir of Clan Noir. Ah, thank you, Leo. I've never heard of that. Generally, as a rule, if you haven't seen another HoloPro member like play it, pretty unlikely that I'll be able to play it. Probably. Yeah. Drenzer, thank you for the super chat. I imagine Vesti sounds like Excalibur from Soul Eater. No, I shouldn't sing that. I'm going to California. Orokamono. Fool! Fool. This guy, thank you for the super chat. When you decide to invite the others for an off collab, are you going to treat them to steamed hams and watch the Aurora Borealis? At this time of year, in this hemisphere, located entirely in your kitchen? Baka yaro. Bakame. Yes. May we see it? No. No. Can you do the Pegasus voice? No. No, I don't think I will. Murphy, thank you for the super chat. I race all sorts of disciplines year round, but I would ditch the rest of it for cyclocross and those peeps if I had to in a heartbeat. Yeah, right? It's good for like, it's good if you're like into a specific like hobby or niche to realize like the parts of it that are like less than cool, right? And definitely there's like parts of bicycling that's just like, dude, that's like messed up. Like I've been in a bike shop and I've heard people like bragging about like using their D-locks to like smash the windows of like a car that's like parked in the bike lane. It's like, I get it, they shouldn't be there, but you're breaking the law. Like, what's wrong with you, you psychopath, right? It's like, come on, man. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Right? Yeah, it's just like, come on, man. You're not... It's just a bike. Like... Nah, I'm with them. Okay, fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. He needs some meds. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I just like report them. I like snap a pic of the license plate and then I report them. That's just what I do. Which is like, do it. Anyway. They park there because they're rich and they can just pay the fine. Yeah, it's true. It's true. They just like tank it. Jazzahol, thank you for the super chat. What the heck? You're referencing something, but I don't know what you're referencing because I'm too tired. I really should save my energy for Soma. Oh, we were talking about fandoms because of Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never really interacted with the fandom. What I know about Five Nights is that like the first game was a smash hit, and then the sequels were just like pumped out like one after another. Like 3 sequels in like 2 years or something crazy like that, right? Which like kind of killed the momentum because there's just like too much. How many people here like remember like what Five Nights is based on? How many of you guys remember like the heyday of Chuck E. Cheese? Even as a kid, that place was really gave me like weird feels. I don't know. Do you guys remember Discovery Zone? That was like similar but different. It was like in the same niche. I'm not American, so nothing. True. I got sick every time I went to Discovery Zone. What? What happens at Discovery Zone stays at Discovery Zone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm making a reference that's like weird. Deadbeats, thank you for the super chat. Do you remember the conspiracy about the pizza? I think I know what you're talking about. If we're talking about Charles Excellent Cheese. I went to Chuck E. Cheese like last year. What? What? Vespout. New Discovery Zone. Charles Entertainment Cheese. Liquid Richard, thank you very much for the super chat. The ball pit was always a war zone. I'm imagining like it's like a ball pit, and then there's like 8 children standing around one kid that's like rolled into a ball, like they're rolled into like a defensive like pose, and they're just like throwing like the ball pit balls at him, right? And then like it slow zooms out to like a kid, like clearly a kid, but he's got like the Golgo 13 like face, right? Like an adult man's face, right? But it's like clearly a kid, and he goes, War never changes. Ball never changes. The 13-year-old with 1,000-yard stare. Exactly. This guy, thank you very much for the super chat. Speaking of fandoms, Vesper, the man of wisdom, the scholar. Is it true what the ponies say? Friendship is magic. It is indeed. It is indeed magic. Saku, thank you for the super chat. I was a DZ kid, didn't expect to remember that roller slide in the year of our mag 2023. The Chuck E. Cheese faction is like the Zerg. And the DZ faction are the Protoss. We need like a Terran faction. Was there a third like play area for like kid? Was there like a third one? We need like a Terran faction. Laser Quest! The laser tag chads are the Terran faction. Dave and Butt, that's for adults. Get out of here. Get out of here. Taco, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm gonna die if I don't sleep right now. Have fun, Vesties and no OG. Hope you get to talk about the horror game. I know, we keep getting sidetracked. Enchanted Castle. Showtime Pizza. Laser Quest. He hates adults. There's a great song called Vomit in the Ball Pit by Redbox. Flamadeus Nox. You have a really cool name. Thank you for the super chat. Lucha Dandy, thank you for the super chat. Did you ever hear about Charles Entertainment Cheese's backstory? It's weirdly depressing. Is it on the Wikipedia? I will personally promise you, Lucha Dandy, that against my better judgment, after the stream is over, I'll go to the Wikipedia article on Chuck E. Cheese and see if there's like a freaking backstory. Yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese lore is weird. How weird? How weird? On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird, champ, is it? His grandfather died in the war. What are you talking about? He's an orphan. His parents are dead. Oh no. A 5.73. A Magni out of 10. An 11. A Vesper out of 10. 5 out of 7. A solid 8 or 9. Wow. Is sad for no reason. We need Shinri. That would be such a good... Oh my god. That would be such good content for Shinri. If he does like a 1-hour stream once a month, where he like researches and does a stream like talking about the lore of like something random. It's like, hello, companions. This morning we'll be discussing the lore of Chuck E. Cheese. And then like he did his research and then like he's just talking about Chuck E. Cheese for 1 hour. I would watch that. Like, that's like podcast material. Like, even if I can't make the stream, I would like upload it onto my phone and listen to it while I'm at the gym or something. That would be incredible. Sketchy Lizard. Thank you very much for the super chat. My grandma is watching you right now, and to quote her, cute elf anime boy avatar, you have a 61-year-old lady as a fan now. No way. Okay, Sketchy Lizard, can I ask you a question? Would her opinion of me go down if I cursed? That might be like a really... Even more than like having like children. Like, if it's like, oh, I'm watching with my kid. Even more than that, if cursing would lower your grandmother's opinion of me, I might just have to like stop cursing forever. Hiromagi, thank you very much for the super chat. Vest, there's a whole Chuck E. Cheese movie called Galaxy 5000. Please watch the trailer. It's primo watch-along content. Funimation made it. No way. She hates me. She doesn't mind at all, bro. She thinks you're super funny. Let's go! Okay. I'll still try to moderate her, because I do think that, like, I do curse too much. It makes it less funny if you curse too much. Right? It like... You have to slip it in there at, like, the right moment. Loses impact. Exactly. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get in there. Let's talk about horror games for a little bit, and then we'll call it, right? If I do Soma, and Soma is entertaining enough, maybe once a month? Maybe not even once a month. Maybe for like special occasions, I could break out the horror game. I don't know. Would you consider Minecraft a horror game? I wouldn't. I understand like the fear, right? Because you're like carrying a lot of stuff and it's too easy to lose it all. That's like the fear of Minecraft, where it's just like, it took me forever to enchant this pickaxe. I named it Syrios Pickaxel. Like, I don't want to lose it. And then it's just like, oh no, I'm stuck in the nether. Oh shoot, I have an idea now. Hold on a second. Okay. A Minecraft stream series. It would be funnier if I didn't tell you. If I just like did it. And then, like, I would watch to see who could catch on first. No, I'm just gonna do it. Alright, a Minecraft series where... Like... I'm basically just rehashing the plot of the hatchet, right? I'm, like, stuck in the middle of nowhere with just a stone axe. Or an iron axe, and I just have to get back, right? It's the hatchet, but Minecraft. You know what I'm talking about? Rip your pilot. Ripperoni and cheese. Can only eat Saskatoon berries. We keep getting sidetracked from horror games. Come on. Kay, thank you for the super chat. Have you seen the English dub for an old 2000s anime, Ghost Stories? One of, if not the best English dub ever. That's the one where, like, they completely rewrote the script, right? Okay, can you guys keep a secret? Can you guys keep a secret? Did you see the little, like, animation video of, like, Tempus? I wanted to ask if I had permission to, like, redub it. And just make it, like, completely, like, nonsensical. Because it's pretty funny, but I feel like I could script it in a way that makes it, like, weird. I could make it weirder. Because the animation style is so good. It's, like, really good. And then I could ask the boys to, like, be like, hey, here's a script that I made. Like, could you do that? No. I wouldn't do the whole thing myself. I would ask the boys for help. How weird are we talking? Really weird, Lucha Dandy. Really weird. It's gonna get freaky. Anyway, no, I'm not, no. That was a bit. I'm sorry. I apologize. I see Vesti pulling out the shank. You don't see him, but he's like there and he's like slowly pulling out a knife and it's like, hey, it's just a bit. Hey, whoa. Whoa, Vesti, no need to pull out a knife. Woo! I'm an entertainer. Black Mage, thank you very much for the super chat. Speaking of horror, who should visit Dr. Grampire Therapy? Okay. I thought about making that a bit. Like a recurring thing, like a Judge Magni. Like my version of Judge Magni would be like the therapist booth, right? But I honestly think like I kind of shocked you guys into being okay with it, but if you like think about it at its base, if you think about like the concept of like somebody that is not trained to do that, doing that, like the concept is like kind of effed up, right? Especially coming from someone that like gained a lot from therapy. Like I went in really fast and I did the one thing and people were like, ah, that's funny. But if you like stop and think about it, it's like kind of weird, right? It's just a skit. I think Judge Magni is good because like, who gives a crap about the court of law? Nobody respects that. FBI, don't look. The disrespect. Yeah. And it might be me being a little bit too uptight, but I do think like Dez really hit like the gold with that, right? Because it's just like, it's just funny and there's like, but then mine was like a little bit like, yeah, but just a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, but just a little. I decided to retire that. FBI, open up. Are you sure you're lawful neutral? I am. Verdindy, I am. I follow the law, but I do it furiously and with an intense amount of resentment. Can anybody else raise their hand? I follow the law to the letter, but with an intense and irrational amount of resentment towards the people that have made those laws. What is it called again? Malicious compliance? That's like me. That's my middle name. Vesper Malicious Compliance Noir. Reluctantly lawful, exactly. Oh! I have something exciting I want to tell you guys about. Hold on. This guy, thank you very much for the super chat. You know what else is a horrifying game? The circle game. Did you play that in your younger school days? Is that like the thing where you try to draw a perfect circle? Black Mage, thank you for the super chat once again. Become ungovernable. Okay. I splurged. In general, I'm kind of a cheapskate and I don't like to spend money. Unless it's in the pursuit of like a good stream or something, right? I bought like what would I even call this thing? It's an electronic apparatus, and it's pretty heavy. You put it down on your table, and it's got a bunch of dials and buttons, and it helps you to draw better. It's like an electronic apparatus that helps you draw better, like digital art, because it's got like buttons and stuff that you can map. It's not a tech. It's not a robot. It's like a box. Oh shit! I opened that. Yo, Lev, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. It's not a robot. It's just like a little like box, and it's got a bunch of buttons on it, and then like dials, and then like I could map like the Clip Studio Paint stuff onto it. Yeah, it's kind of like a Stream Deck, but it's only for like art, I think. But people were giving me advice, and they're like, Vesper, you're in a unique situation where you haven't memorized the keyboard shortcuts for Clip Studio yet. And unlearning that is very difficult. So like a lot of artists that have been at it since they were kids, they'll get like this box that has like hotkeys, like mappable hotkeys, but they can't get used to it because they grew up using like Control Z to undo. And they just can't unlearn that because it's like 15 years of ingrained habit. And then they end up going back to the keyboard, but you don't have the habit yet. So you should get one, and it'll be like a game changer for making art. So I splurged and I bought it. It was expensive, and I was just like, is this really gonna be worth it? But that's for my art. Yeah. Shaco, thank you for the super chat. You bought a souped up Etch-a-Sketch? I wouldn't call it... Actually, the Cintiq is definitely a souped up Etch-a-Sketch. What if I call my Cintiq Pro? What if I call my Cintiq Pro Etch-a-Sketch on Methabeth? It's my Etch-a-Sketch on my on Methabeth. Stop. Anyway. I don't get it. Cintiq perms lost. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Alright, Grandpa, time to get back to bed. But yeah, I'm excited. I bought the little like hotkey box thing, and then I'm gonna map it, and I'm gonna start drawing. I think the advice that I was given was like, don't get overwhelmed. For now, you should have like the dials set to like zoom in, zoom out, or brush size is also good. And then there's definitely a button for undo, redo. Undo, redo. A save button would be good. Would be handy. Just save. A button for flip. Yep. A button for flip. My right hand is always over the brush size while I draw. Yeah. Yeah. And this will allow me to disable the buttons on the pen itself, right? I was practicing a little bit more off stream, and I decided I don't like the buttons that are next to my fingers on the pen. I like the eraser button. I'm gonna keep that one mapped, but the buttons on the pen itself, there's like a rocker button on the pen. I'm gonna disable that because I've decided I don't really like it that much. Stream idea: limit 10 undos, no save scumming. Oh my god. Oh no. Null entry. Thank you very much for the super chat. You should totally sing "Bad Out of Hell" by Meatloaf. I know exactly what you're talking about. I will put in the correct inquiries to the authorities. We'll see. Crapworks 1980. There was a Chuck E. Cheese in my... Well, thank you for the super chat, first of all. There was a Chuck E. Cheese in my area that got closed and got replaced by a buffet, which then got closed for human trafficking and got replaced by another buffet. That second buffet should hire me as a marketing specialist. That second buffet should hire me as a marketing specialist, and I would put a giant banner over the top of their restaurant and say, now with verified 0% human trafficking. 0% human trafficking. Come on in. Rest at ease. Enjoy a buffet. That's the bare minimum. It's like when you get a can of tuna. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me cook. It's like when you get a can of tuna and it says like, no dolphins. That just made me stop eating all tuna, right? That's insane. Like, just don't mention it. I assumed that there was no dolphin in it. Right? That's why I stopped eating tuna, because they're like, what? They stopped doing it, but when I was a child, when I was a lad, they for like 5 years they put that on the side of a can of tuna, and it was just like, why would you do that? Why would you put that on there? That's like legitimately the reason why I stopped eating tuna as a kid. I don't know why they did that. It made me aware of... Why are you super chatting? What did I do? Lucha Danny, thank you for the super chat. Somewhere Vesti unsheathed the blade for a crossbow. Pasokan, thank you for the super chat. Mine not involved in human trafficking banner, as people asking a lot of questions already answered by the banner. Rogue X Soldier, thank you for the super chat. I feel like I heard something crazy said like it was nothing. It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, buddy. Just kick back and relax. I'm here to entertain you. Matthew Carico, thank you for the super chat. Mine not involved in human trafficking side is a lot of people questions. Listen. The goal is to get them in the door, right? If you've ever run a business, can you agree with me that the goal is to get them in the door and asking questions? through any means necessary, and then you can pitch it to them, right? The worst possible thing that the worst possible situation that you could be in as a business is where like you're forgettable. They don't even remember you, right? You have to get them in the door, and the banner will get them in the door, and they'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? And then you can pitch to them, right? You could have like the delicious smell of, I don't know, chicken wings. Yeah. Chazahal, thank you for the super chat. Do you like hot fudge sundaes? Anyway. Vesper on that, any publicity is good publicity grind. Exactly. Exactly. So about horror games. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with the horror games. I don't really know like how to approach it. Because I'm like constantly trying to say weird stuff to make you like my goal. I'm sure you guys know this, right? Because I just did one. I just did one like 3 minutes ago. My goal when I'm like streaming is to get a Vesti to do a spit take, right? Like, it's like, grandpa, comfy streamer. Sometimes he's weird, but I like the cut of his jib. And you take a sip of tea like this, you go, and then right at that moment, I say something like, just a giant banner that says, now with 100% less human trafficking. And then you spit take, right? You're like, excuse me? Right? I don't know if I should do that when I'm playing a horror game. Can I get your opinions on that? I think I should turn that part of my brain off. Because I kind of think that would ruin like what makes a horror game stream like fun to watch. What do you guys think? Nah, do it at least once. It's great content. Can I ask you a question? Have I ever made you do a spit take? Have I ever made you spit out your drink? Because of something I said? Kellogg's PP, thank you very much for the super chat. The banner will get them in the door, and by them I mean law enforcement. Shaco, thank you for the super chat once again. Wow, babe, thanks for taking me to this buffet. Kazuko the Strange, thank you for the super chat. I meant to for years, but you finally got me to watch Rocky Horror. On the topic of horror, Fatal Frame is a classic. I love Fatal Frame. The concept of it, for those of you that don't know, Fatal Frame is a concept, it's a horror game concept, but it's like they're ghosts. And you have to take pictures. It's like a camera. Like your quote-unquote weapon is a camera. It's so good. Zephon, thank you very much for the super chat. Do you have an average spit takes per minute that you aim for? Per minute is too much. I think it's like 1 spit take per hour. That's my goal. Per minute is just too much. I think if I was making a tightly edited video, a tightly edited YouTube video, I would aim for 2 spit takes per minute. But as a streamer, you just can't feasibly do it that much. So I aim for 1 spit take per hour. Yeah. Advarium, thank you very much for the super chat. Man, that guy with the chainsaw just jump scared me, but damn, if he ain't cheeked up. So funny. Hey, Burger? Bye, Burger. I don't know. That social battery? Feeling really drained. I don't know, man. Might need to recharge for like another month. I'm so petty. I'm so petty. I'm just so petty. Watoto Dial, thank you very much for the super chat. My honest advice is just do whatever you think would be funny and entertaining. No need to get approval from us. Way funnier when unexpected. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But I do think in this case, like I'm at like an impasse where I don't know how to approach it. So in this case, I think I would only ask for advice if I actually wanted it, right? And I do want it. I do. DW, thank you very much for the super chat. I ever played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? I make the face Senator Armstrong makes to Jack, and I think he agrees with it pretty often. Jinan Boys, thank you very much for the super chat. Sorry guys, 6 more weeks of winter. If you don't find the game scary, don't force it. Don't overthink it. We watch you because we like your personality, just plays you at. Okay. Just watching from Spain. I love your content. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. If you tune in tomorrow, I'm doing a horror game, which is my very first horror game stream. Skylimit Art, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Watching from Planet Vegeta. Hello, Akashi. Hello. That's my editor. Did someone say feet? Zomboid is in the horror genre. Is it horror? It's like a survival sim more than a horror game, right? Watching from Timber Hearth. I think I'm gonna play Soma and try to mimic what I like. Not mimic. I'm not gonna copy them. I'm gonna copy the mood that my favorite streamers go into a horror game with. Does that make sense? Which is like, I'm not gonna be looking out for bits and like non sequitur comments and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna go in and try to experience a horror game. Yeah. If I think of something like really funny, I will break that rule and just say it. Because that's like my duty as an entertainer. Haha, he said duty. But I'm going to fundamentally, like, at its core, switch up the way that I approach it. Yeah. To be honest, I would absolutely love it if you went full Germa style where you didn't explain the bit and made the Vesties think you were actually insane. I could never even approach, like, the genius of Germa. I'm like 1/1,000,000th of, like, his weirdness. Like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? I love him. That boy ain't right. Germa isn't real, what do you mean? I do think that, like, Battle is probably the closest. I do think Battle is the closest. I'm like constantly like watching his streams, like, how is this guy like real? How is he real? Yeah. Doji, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Giembo, thank you very much for the pink supa. Thank you very much. Personally, I think your spit take moments and comedic way that you engage with games would make for a very entertaining contrast with the tense horror game. I would love it. That said, I would rather you enjoy the game the way that you would like to play it. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. Then I might give it 2 shots, right? I'll give a horror game arc to two streams, right? I'll do 2 horror games streams for sure. The first one, I'm gonna try to take it a little bit more seriously and experience the horror game the way that it's meant. Like the developers were like, we want you to play a horror game because it's a horror game, not sit there and like crack jokes at it, right? And then I'll do another one where it's just like, this is me in like streamer mode, and I'm just gonna be unhinged and say weird things. And then I'll watch both of those VODs and just be like, okay, are either of these good enough? Yeah. Yeah. Jax, thank you for the super chat. I constantly view Germa as a Bloodborne boss, real but incomprehensible by the normal human brain. But if he's incomprehensible, how do you know he's real? Unhinged Vesper is Vesper. Oh. Looks like I've got a vote of confidence to just go even deeper into my insanity. Can we do like an Inception where we go deeper into the insanity? Just deeper. And it's like exponential. If you go down to the next level, the level of insanity doesn't increase in a linear fashion. It like exponentially increases, right? So I just told you that I'm like 1/1,000,000th of Germa, right? I'm a germ compared to Germa. But it would only take 4 more levels to get to like that type of insanity. I jumped down 4 levels like Inception. Let's get down to the... Well, I'm currently on the 3rd level. So to get down to Germs, I would need to go down to the 7th level of insanity. Dollhouse stream. We need to go further beyond. If we go down to level 8, that's the final level. And it's just you're on an empty, completely still lake, and you look up into the sky and there's just a bunch of stars, and if it's your time to die, the stars just pull you up and you're gone. Free magic sorcerers hate the 8th level. They just refuse to go down there. That's incomprehensible. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. We're talking about Sabriel again. Yeah, Ved gets it. It's just good. Can I like gush about the lore of Sabriel? Like what makes it so good? The magic system in Sabriel is just like hinted at, right? But it's so intricate and it feels so real that like you don't need to have the whole picture. It's just like, ah, this is real. It exists, right? Because it's so organized and like, I don't know, something about it's just like, ah, okay. Okay, let's talk about it. So in Sabriel, there are charter mages. There's like 2 types of casters, right? There's 2 types of casters. There is the charter mage, which is like they're nerds, right? Charter mages are nerds. They cast spells by like imagining words and stuff. And like there's rules to it, and like the magic is weaker but more controllable, right? So they can heal you. They can make your sword sharper. They can do stuff like that, right? And then on the other side, there are the free magic chads. The free magic sorcerers are like chads. They don't use the rules. Sometimes they use the rules. They usually as a rule, like they can use the rules, but they think that that's for like cleaning the apartment. That's not for like doing actual magic. The free magic chads just do whatever the heck they want with magic. And in general, a free magic sorcerer is also known as a necromancer. That's what they do. They practice necromancy, right? And I love this little bit of lore where whenever you cast a spell using free magic, it smells like metal. It smells like burning metal. That's what, like, ozone. They describe it as like the smell of burning metal, like when you, which is really cool, right? Anyway, so let's talk about like necromancy in this world, right? Death is like, in order to cast a spell, you have to go into death. And I know that sounds really weird, but you have to, it's like an alternate, like, dimension, universe. And the way that it's described is a river. Imagine death is like a gigantic river, right? And there are there 9 or 8? I think there's 8, right? There's 8. There's 8. 9. There's 9. There's 9 regions of the River of Death, right? And then each precinct has a gate. And each gate, you go through it with like a different, there's a different method of going through it. And some of the areas are more dangerous than the other, but in general, it's described as a river because there's like constant pressure pulling you towards the 9th area of death, which is the final part where you just die. You just straight up die. And so, like, you have to have good footing. If you slip and fall into the river, it'll like carry you deeper into death, which is dangerous, right? Okay. This is where it gets cool. Necromancers cast their spells by using bells, right? They ring the bell in a certain way, and then like it lets them raise the dead. It lets them put the dead back down to sleep. It lets them control the dead. It lets them it lets you do different things. The bells let you cast different spells, right? In order to create the bells, you have to go into death and you forge the bell like in each area. And you use a different method to do it, right? So usually in order to become a necromancer, you have to have another necromancer that's going with you, because you can't go into death without your bells. If you go into that dimension and you don't have any bells with you, you're dead. They'll swarm you, like the people, the spirits and souls that are like in the river of death will swarm you and kill you. They'll only stay away if they see that you've got bells, because they're like, uh-oh, stay away from that guy, right? So that's why, like, you have to be an apprentice. You can't just become a necromancer by yourself. Like, you have to... Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Archdark. Sabriel is an Aborson, and the Aborsons are the good necromancers, and they are the only free magic charter-sanctioned necromancers, and they can do whatever the heck they want. They're like the Chads of the universe. Yeah. Anyways, beyond that. The part of the lore which is like super freaking cool is that there's 9 levels of death, right? But there's only 8 bells, I think. I think there's only 8 bells. Why are there 9 levels of death but only 8 bells when you have to... It's because you have to forge each bell in each area of death, right? But there's like... I think it's like the 6th or the 7th level of death. Is literally just a tsunami wave. You go into that area of death and you just have to sprint to the gate. Because you have like 30 seconds before you die. The rule of that area of the River of Death is to just, as soon as you spawn in, run to the other end and then go through the gate, right? So you can't forge a bell. You can't forge a bell in that area, in that part of the river, because you'll die if you try to do it. Which is so cool to me. Hold my beer and you just run. It's so cool. I love it. Normal Mar, thank you very much for the super chat. I love Sabriel. My favorite part of the magic system is using bells for... Yep. Also, don't neglect to mention the talking cat and dog. People should... Okay. Let's talk about the cat and dog, shall we? Well, I'll read the other one, and then we'll talk about the cat and dog, and then we'll end it. KH Amethyst, thank you very much for the super chat. Can't recommend the Abortion books highly enough. The world building and the characters are amazing. Okay, yeah. A fellow vestie of taste. Okay. There's a talking cat named Mogget, The best way to describe it is like, imagine Sailor Moon, but the cat wants to eat you and is actually quite evil. But they can't. Imagine Sailor Moon, but Luna wants to kill you, but she can't. No spoilers. No spoilers. That's basically it. Sounds like my actual cat. Senorita Max Yonkers. Exactly. The Ink Slicer, thank you for the super chat. The Grim Reaper's boat in the River Styx is actually just a death battle bus. Honk honk. Let's talk about the disreputable dog. Do not say its name. Don't say her name because it's a big spoiler. The disreputable dog. How could I sell the disreputable dog to you? Let me think. Do you guys have a friend that is very, very near and dear to your heart? But they are just like the most unhelpful mother clucker in the world. Not because they're like, oh, I don't like helping anyone. I'm like insular. Like, I don't think anybody should be helped. They're just like naturally unhelpful, but they're like one of your best friends and very near and dear to your heart. %90 of my friends. That's the disreputable dog. That's the disreputable dog. If she ever helps, it's by accident. Whoops. Of course I know him. He's me. That's actually kind of me too. Yeah. That's literally me for real, for real. It's not because I don't like helping people. It's just because in my nature... I'm not very helpful. Like Aqua from Konosuba, exactly. Hello, sir. So many more collabs on the horizon. Ooh. I'm cooking ideas for more collabs. Interesting. Delicious. Just make them angrier and angrier. I'm the Kusojiji. I am. I literally am. Just the idea of these people getting like angrier and angrier and they can do nothing to stop me. I know I shouldn't, but like... It's a bad like personality trait of mine. It's a bad personality trait of mine. Whenever I feel like I enjoy rising to the expectations of the people that like and support me, right? Like my friends and my family, people that I respect, if they want me to do something, it's in my nature to want to like do that, right? But nothing activates my like disrespect and my disobedience circuits. I'm not an AI, I am not a synth, but nothing activates my disrespect and disobedience circuits faster than like somebody that I do not respect trying to tell me what to do. Are you guys the same? It's just like, you haven't earned my respect yet. You can't really tell me what to do. Therefore, I'm going to do the opposite of what you want me to do. It's not that I'm like contrarian just for the sake of it, because I like doing what the people that I respect tell me to do, because this is like, I respect you and I think that you have my best interest at heart, and therefore I'll do it. But if I don't respect you, you can't tell me what to do. I'm ungovernable, exactly. Meta, thank you very much for the super chat. No, don't change that, Vesper. That's why you're my Oshi. I respect you. Give me 10,000 bucks, Vespi. All right, Haka. Let me think about that. How are you alive? Spite. Exactly, Tharja. What are you going to do with the $10,000? Haka? What are you going to do with it? Haka, what are you going to do with it? No. I'm not giving it to you yet. What are you going to do with it? Bird feed? $10,000 worth of bird feed? That's crazy. Use it for gacha? Then I'm not going to give it to you. Move to Argentina, establish a capybara farm, and live life. All right, we'll talk about it after the stream, okay? We'll talk about it after the stream, all right? I give you stonks? Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we get stonks. Oh. All right, I'm in. All right, I'm in. I should probably talk to like a financial advisor. Because every time I seem to bet the farm, it doesn't go well for me, but I'm in. If I get capybara stonks, I'm in. The capybara farmer Banzoin Haka. Ranger FGO, thank you for the super chat. You are the financial advisor? I would not recommend that. I would not recommend that. Technology, oh now there is no sound. We all live underground. Do you even have $10,000? That's a good question. Do I even have $10,000? I do, but they're all tied up in physical bicycles. I do. They're all tied up in bicycles right now. And not bicycle stonks, not like specialized trek. I mean like an actual bicycle. Yeah. So one bicycle. Dentist alert. Money laundering. Money bicycling. Ah, yes, the bug out 10K. Exactly. Sir, I would like to invest in your business. Would you be willing to barter for bicycles? Give him 10 $10,000 worth of mag coins. I don't think he specifies the type of coin. I mean, we're having fun, right? We're having fun. But as long as there's like fiber internet out there, I think I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind living on a capybara farm and being a streamer and also a capybara farmer, right? Let's be like real. Let's just like sit down and think about the meta, right? Right? It ain't much, but it's honest work. Do you know how hard it is to milk a capybara? Do you know how difficult it is to milk a capybara? But every second of it is worth it. Every second of it is worth it. Aussie Banditas is a rule you could milk basically anything with nipples. Okay, I should end it. It's too much. All right, how many of you guys did a spit take? Can we get a show of hands? Any spit takes? Anything? Anzer, thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Vesper, I saw you're gonna play Uno with Dez, Callie Senpai, Crony Senpai. Are you ready to have bad luck and lose against Crony again? Pretty much. That's just my lot in life. Pretty much. Susano, thank you for the super chat. Went to the gym, came back and Vesper still streaming. Go for 4 hours. Oh shit. Nah, 2 hours. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Vernon D, thank you for the super chat. Almost did a spit take. Almost. Isley Marie, thank you for the super chat. What did I walk in on? I'm just hanging out with Haka. We're bantering back and forth. We're professional entertainers. We say things that we would never do on stream for your entertainment. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Senor Mitz, thank you for the super chat. BRB going to milk a glyphid for Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone, brother. Rock and Stone. Yenrei, thank you for the super chat. San Pellegrino's blood orange. It got everywhere. Got him. For Carl! It's a good flavor. It is. Can I just say hi? Thank you for the super chat. Hey. Hi, Vesper. My husband and I got married this past November, and we just wanted to tell you that in order to stop crying about our vows, which we exchanged privately, we ended up talking about your silly antics. That's so wholesome. Okay, you know what? Just because of you, I'm gonna retire the... I like being alone. Being alone is better. Like, I'm gonna end it because I do think as a bit, it's time to retire that. That is how I am, but I don't think it's better. I literally don't think that's the ideal way to live. That's just the only way that I know how to live. I'm still a wizard. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. It's just too late for me to change, but I don't think it's the ideal way to live. I don't think so. Yeah, by the way, can I just say hi? Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm wishing both of you the best of luck. Stay crazy happy. And dunk on the haters. Turley Tough, thank you for the super chat. Did I hear a rock and stone? Rock and stone to the bone, brothers. Rock and stone to the bone. Okay. We did 2 hours, which I think is a good amount. I need to focus my chakra. Maybe add in a little bit of like nature energy to make it sage chakra. And then I'm going to play Soma tomorrow. Anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. I'm going to beat Soma in one sitting. And I know you'll be like, oh, geez, Vesper, I don't know if that's a good idea. You already did a 22-hour stream. Oh, geez. Oh, no. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna beat Soma in one sitting tomorrow. And then I'm gonna try to take it a little bit more seriously. I think if I do like 5 Nights at Freddy's, I'll be like wisecracking Vesper. I'm gonna try to like get you to like laugh. But Soma, I'm gonna go into it with the mindset of like, I'm gonna play it like a horror game. In my own personal opinion, is meant to be played. Which is like, get into it, be scared, don't resist it. Don't resist like what the writers are trying to get you to feel, right? And just enjoy it. Soma is just a seriously good game. I've heard. It's pretty much like uncontested, right? Like even people that it's not in their top 10, they still like it. Yeah. To be honest, I don't feel that Soma is all that scary, but the story is pretty good. Huh. It kind of stops being scary like halfway through, but it's still great. Oh, okay. Soma is more sad than scary. Wait. Have I made a big mistake? Have I made a mistake? The secret about horror games is that most aren't scary. No, you're good. It's existential dread. That's my secret, Captain Cosmos. I'm always suffering from existential dread. That's my secret, Captain Cosmos. I'm always suffering from existential dread. This morning before the stream started, I was brushing my teeth. I finished brushing my teeth and I went to put the toothbrush back into the mug, right? And I looked at the toothbrush and my first thought was like, oh, this one's kind of used up. It's time to get a new one, right? And then I was like, Vesper, you are a toothbrush. The toothbrush is you. And then I was like, oh no. Oh no. I didn't throw away that toothbrush. I didn't throw it away. Baby boy, that's depression. No, that's existential dread, right? Don't let the existential crisis seep in. Quick, go to Amazon.com and buy a knick-knack. Oh no. Oh no, the existential dread is seeping in. Time to go to Amazon.com and buy a knick-knack. Time to buy a tungsten cube. I can't die yet. My cube is in the postal service. It's about to get delivered. Toots is gonna deliver my tungsten cube any day now. Brett, you have no freaking idea. Assuming that I'm able to move one day, maybe 2 years, maybe a year. I don't know. Maybe like 2 years. I want to move to an area with like a really big backyard, and then set up like an archery range in my backyard, and then buy a crossbow, and then do crossbow training streams. Just like a hay bale, like, yeah. I obviously can't do that now, but one day I would like to do that. I just have to remember, like, if there's like a target camera, I need to turn it off when I'm taking the crossbow bolts like out of the target. First off, that's rad. Second, why? Because I actually do want to learn how to use a crossbow. That is actually something that I want to learn how to do because of The Walking Dead. Because of The Walking Dead, I want to learn how to use a crossbow. Three-player politics. Thank you very much for the super chat. I focus on the store. I focus. No, I can't sing it. Cannot sing that. Giembo, thank you for the super chat. The boar spear was nice, but how good would a harpoon feel? Oh, a harpoon. I watched a YouTube video of a guy in 1980, 1990, I think 1980. He was single-handed sailing a boat across the Atlantic, and then his boat sank in the middle of the night, and then he was stuck on a raft, a life raft, for like 70 days. And then he was like harpooning fish out in the middle of nowhere. And then he messed up, and then like the harpoon punctured the bottom of his raft, and then he had to use a fork to seal it. That was wild. That was a good video. 10 out of 10. So I do want to learn how to use a harpoon, but yeah. Jinan Boys, thank you very much for the super chat. Would you play Link's crossbow training while you wait for the move? What is Link's crossbow training? What is that? Deadbeats, thank you very much for the super chat. Would you own a powdered wig and Kentucky rifle for home defense? Could you imagine that? It's not the musket. It's the powdered wig. It's the powdered wig where they're just like, you know what? I'll go next door. Jax, thank you for the super chat. Do you fear existentialism? Do you live in constant worry that your entire life could be digitized and made into another you? Then Soma is for you. Oh, that sounds like a spoiler. Whoops. Uh-oh. I literally don't know anything about Soma because I watched like 5 minutes of Markiplier playing it. I don't know anything about it. Whoops. My bad. I'm sorry, everybody. Sky Limit Art, thank you very much for the super chat. No spit takes from me yet, but I've been smiling through this whole stream. You're a treasure. Thank you. Thank you. Kebochu, thank you very much for the super chat. Would you ever buy an actual rapier? I have a sword. I have one. I can't tell you where it's from or how I got it, but I have one. It's pretty heavy too. The second I describe it, and the second, and if I take a picture of it, you will instantly know like what it is and where it came from. So I cannot do that. It is not stolen. It's a very specific. I can't go any deeper into it. It is not Frostmourne. You absolute insane people. It is not the Bustard Sword. It is not a Cold Steel sword. You cannot buy this sword, to my knowledge. Well, you can, but not. It's more complicated than that. You can't really buy it. Anyway, we will speak no more of this. It is not a jet-powered greatsword. Quartz Shard, thank you very much for the super chat. Crossbow is easy mode. Learn to shoot a recurve. I am a terrible archer. I am terrible at it. Very, very middling. Like, not at the competitive level, even after practicing it for about 2 years. But I'm hoping the crossbow might be okay. But even if not, it's still pretty cool to learn, right? Mr. Cleanup Guy, thank you for the super chat. That's not much of a spoiler. The real spoiler is that I lost the game. I lost it twice in one stream. No. That nerd rage when everybody calls the arming sword a long sword. Exactly. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, everybody. Much appreciated. We had a good chat. I think I feel pretty good. And then tomorrow we're playing Soma together. We're playing Soma together for about like 8 to 12 hours. Oh, man. I'm guessing I should not look at chat. I should treat Soma like Outer Wilds and just not look at chat, right? And just experience the game and then give my verbal opinion as I'm going through it, right? Got it. Will do. Will do. All right. Let's see if we could like redirect to people. Is anybody streaming right now? Who's streaming? Anybody streaming? Anybody streaming? Give me the scoop. Flayon? Ooh, Aroran Senpai, Flayon? Maybe Flayon? What do you think? Let's go say howdy to Flay. Yeah? Can you guys in a few minutes? Okay, you know what? Tell me when he's live. Tell me not only when he's live, when he's talking, right? Not the starting soon, not the stream loading. When he's like talking, we'll go visit him together, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it and then reload, and then we'll have a nice little 3 to 5 minute chat, maybe a 10-minute chat. And when he's like actually talking. What's the stream called? Diffraction? Is it Diffraction? Is it Diffraction? Can I get a confirmation that the stream that's starting in 10 minutes, 3 to 10 minutes, is Diffraction? Okay. Confirmed. In Transit HQ. In the pipe, 5x5. Can I take your order? I love the dropship in Brood War. That's my waifu. I love the dropship in Brood War. She's my waifu. My favorite one is where like she's pretending to be like a fast food cashier for a bit, right? That's my favorite thing. You keep clicking her and she'll go, "Can I take your order?" Like she's like a fast food cashier. That bit is so good. We're in for some chop. Have you heard the StarCraft 12 Days of Christmas? No. It sounds awesome. Yo, Fire Bad. The Fire Bad. What about the Vulture? I love the Vulture. I love his like accent, the twang. The Vulture is probably my favorite like voice line in the original StarCraft 1. Oh, the Banshee is cool too. Something on your mind? Yeah. Sir! What do you want? Oh, the Siege Tank. The Siege Tank is up there too. The Thor! The Goliath is a robot. Goliath Online. Thor is here. No, that's bad. That's a terrible Thor impression. Battle cruiser operational. Oh, the battle cruiser. Good old BC with the Yamato cannon. Oh my god, the battlecruiser was so cool. Oh my freaking god. Make the Yamato cannon noise. Oh my god. Can I do, let me look it up. Hold on a second. Can I make the Yamato cannon noise? Brood War Yamato cannon noise. No, that's definitely StarCraft 2. This one, right? StarCraft Remastered? Is that real? Take it slow. I don't think that's what it sounded like when I played. Is that correct? I don't think that's what it sounded like when I was a kid. I don't know if that's right. Oh jeez, Rick, I don't know if that's right. All right, I'll do research. What's your favorite 40k faction? The Orcs. I will not elaborate. I will answer your question, Norenche, and then we're gonna move on with absolutely no elaboration. Can we agree on that? Okay, back to StarCraft. Okay. No elaboration needed. Okay. Anyways, back to StarCraft. What was the Zerg capital ship? Guardian? There was like the Mutilus, the Devourer, and what was the capital ship of the Zerg? The Guardian, yeah. This is the Guardian, right? The Broodlord was StarCraft 2. I'm talking about Broodlord, StarCraft 1. The Guardian, right? The big crab thing, right? The big crab thing. The Guardian kind of does suck. And I know you know what you're... I was about to say something... Okay, never mind. Woo! I'm a little unhinged. I was about to say something. Anyway. Anyway. The Guardian kind of does suck. It kind of does. No, say it. Absolutely not. That would, like, that's not even... That's the part of the 20% where, like, I would probably actually get in trouble. Play is starting. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Starting stream? Let's go. Okay. When he switches into his actual stream, we'll go ahead and redirect and we'll say hello to... We'll say howdy. All right? The Guardian is good, but you have to bring Mutilus to protect them. My favorite Zerg unit is the... is it the Defiler? The thing that has the cloud? The thing that, like, farts, and then you can't use any ranged attacks in it. And then it can eat Zerglings and regain energy. The Defiler is, like, incredibly powerful. Holy crap. Holy guacamole, it's powerful. The Defiler was the ultimate troll unit. It kinda was. Artosis rages at it all the time. Good old Artosis. Vesper Flay's loading screen. Good. Let me know when he's live, when he's chatting. When you can hear his beautiful voice, we'll go ahead and load in. Flay is using the animation. Flay is talking? He's talking? Okay. Alright, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Go say hi to Flay for me. Please be polite and don't be too crazy, because I don't want him to hate me. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, see you guys.